to Let's Talk Season 12. Bum, 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 bum. I'll drink to that. Okay, I'm properly medicated. Praise the Lord. And I just finished shoveling the driveway. It isn't so bad. It's very nice outside. It's mild. I should be holding the mic to my mouth so you can hear me. And you know what? It's just I'm rusty. Okay, I haven't done this talk show in over a year and a half. Oh well, there you go. There's Lammy Lamb. Miss Lammy Lamb, she's been smoking on my handle. She's the baby, it's my best friend, all wrapped in wool. You thought she was a sweetheart. No, she ain't. Get it right. My baby girl's humble, humble. I can't even go into story time with her. Another day. Goodbye for now. My nephew brought me that. Yesterday I saw him at the snow hill, and he came back here. And the moment I saw him at the bottom of the hill, he goes, I brought Lammy Lamb, Miss Lammy Lamb. And I went, stop. I was just posting about her online when I got into my external hard drive with all archives of photos and everything else from phones, everything. So I found those receipts, and there was a bunch. Like, there's just so many memories I had with her when I was homeless, carrying around. And people at Bowmanville, Eddie at the bar would set her up with the beers. When I came out of the bathroom, it would be like, Miss Lammy Lamb stealing your beer. Good times. You know what? Homelessness wasn't so bad. Maybe we could dive into that in this episode. Let's talk, but it wasn't so bad. Let's talk about the positive side of homelessness. You're thinking, what? Impossible. There's no such thing. Well, listen, in my instance, this was divine intervention. This is when God said to me, Jesus literally went, you're not getting it. You're still trying. The demon in you is still wanting to pick and poke. Just one text. Let's see what he said. It's just stupid thoughts. You've destroyed the room you got. All this stuff. I slept in a car for a month when I lost my room in Newcastle, which previously I was homeless for. That was my first homeless. November 31st till just before Christmas with Brett. And that whole month felt like a year. There's so many stories. Every day we saw each other. And we were happy. We had each other. I'd leave him care packages. My dad taught me how to survive in the woods because we would go camping a lot. So I knew to wear layers and ditch the rest of the trendy clothes. Keep some of it, though, so you're dignified, right? Stay dignified. Look clean. Try your best to look clean. You know, and then there's people, I had friends that wanted to just stay in the same clothes because there's layers. Layers and levels, and you fend for yourself. You lose something, you just need to accept it's gone. The moment it's gone now is a hard one for me. But Miss Lammy Lamb, she never disappeared. I don't even know how she showed up in my damn bag. But anyways, homelessness had its ups if you made it that way. Every day I woke up in Newcastle, anyways, when I was really on the street, sleeping behind Piggly Wiggly's in the plaza by Tim's, tent in the forest, Camp Genesis, no, Camp Evian, yeah. That's kind of where Genesis started, my album, in the woods. I love singing in the woods. There's something about it. I have more air. I just feel more controlled in my voice. And then I go louder and realize no one's going to hear me. So I could belt tunes out and test my skills. And yeah, down by the creek. How does the song go? Creeks and dry goods. The dirty knees in the hood. Oh, my new song, Out of the Woods, is all about that shit. Anyways. The perks of being homeless. Well, the positive sides of being homeless. Okay, so back to my story. Close out these tabs. Okay. And so, jeez, my mind sometimes. Getting sober is like being sober anyways. And you may physically drop the drug, but then mentally you're like rewiring everything. And oh, my mind is just like it's like I just got internet on this desktop or something. It's like I'm uploaded to the Wi-Fi servers. You know what I mean? Tune with one in self. But this is a mile a minute. But anyways, the reason why I went homeless, why it changed my life, and why I absolutely cherish what he did to me and what he did for me. Here we go. So, May 12th, I lost my room. A room I got after that first month of homelessness with Brett I mentioned earlier. November 31st till just about Christmas. So I got the room. My dad paid for it, and because he didn't know I was homeless, and I didn't really want him to know because I wanted to show him, look, I can survive. I was proud to bike by, warm, with enough on me, and with my stuff tightly, like just learning not to lose stuff, etc. The things I learned, and I was proud of myself, but then I thought of my dad, and I'd go, wow, like if he heard. So I was waiting for the perfect moment, and then I did, and within moments, it was like within 24 hours, I basically had the room. So God was good. He gave me a gift. He gave me a second chance or whatever, but I screwed that up. So come May 12th, I couldn't pay for rent, so I had to leave, and I didn't really pack much. My friends didn't help me. I was hanging with people at the trailer park, and I was offered, it's just an option. Do you want to sleep in that car down there at the end of the driveway? If you need to. And he laughs, but I'm going, hell yeah, man. Like that's perfect. Oh my God, that's awesome. I could totally do that because I can live anywhere. If you give me a space, I can make it home. I can do what I need to do and, feel comfortable. So sleep in a car, absolutely. I loved it. And I praised the Lord for it because I thought it's better than sleeping out nowhere. And these people are nice and they're offering me this and that. So I stayed there a month. After that, I had my tent. And from there on, I guess, I was just sleeping in the streets, sleeping in the tent out in the woods in my private little sanctuary of joy that the damn teenagers were partying down in, but not in my section. It's really discreet's the word, yeah. So, but it's still there. So if you're homeless or you can't go home, there's a tent there. Just make sure you bring a nice warm blanket and a pillow. I'm not taking it down. That's just like a landmark now. Maybe in 20 years, people will be like, this is Wild Woody's tent that he sings about. Oh my God. As I look at this, oh yes, I'm writing another song called Disciple. You see, my brain is everywhere. But anyways, homelessness had its positive moments. So what God did basically, I had no car, nowhere to go, sleeping in the streets. Okay, he gave me the room as a gift. His reward, even though whatever Dad's reaction was, Jesus's reaction was, well done. You survived that horrible test. Here's a room. Here's a room right in your town, in a cozy, quiet neighborhood, with the biggest window. It was supposed to be a living room, so they divided it. That was reminiscent of my childhood home. All these signs, down to the bricks in the front, the layout of the house, the 60s bungalow, all of it lined up. But I had demons that I multiplied and manifested in those walls, within those walls. So it became a pigsty real quick. And it just became a place to come down, chill out, cry, get angry over having nothing. And then do it the next month and the next month and asking for help. So my addiction was absolutely bonkers. My addiction was crack. So it became right near the end of that room. It literally became where the person was coming to me each weekend and cooking it right there for the first time and having pure stuff and not having to go anywhere. And I was very sick. My AIDS was very bad. I wasn't on meds. So I was very frail, sore all the time, and it helped with pain. And that's what my buddy Brett introduced me to. So it became this thing where Brett wasn't in the picture, but I was still looking for it somehow, some way. Once you turn that switch on, that's it. Like you're sucked in some way, somehow. There's always something that allured them, like triggered them in a good way. You know what I mean? So it became, I made that room from a gift from heaven to a place for hell to use as a portal, basically. It came to the point at the end of May I had sores all over. Like this hand was like look mutilated. My thumb, if you could see what this thumb's doing, like chunks. In my lips, I had sores everywhere. So if I was relapsing or I did it again, people would know I'm flaring up. There's a new one. Oh, Travis, blah, blah, blah. You know, so it just, at one point you don't even care. So, where was I going with that? So, oh yeah, so at the end of May, I would even go and touch things, like pick up a napkin because I need it. And just because there's so much on my dresser top, so much crack residue, that I'm literally picking things up and they're burning my sores because the crack is literally, it was my body was rejecting it at one point because I was so sick. AIDS and crack don't mix. I was really playing with fire. It was fire on fire because there's already a fire going on within me that I have to medicate, which I am on now. I'm good. Everything's so strained out now. But then, yeah, I was not taking any meds for that. Self-medicating. Obviously, crack is not a way to self-medicate for pain, for anything, for otherwise. I do not condone that. No longer. But enough on that one. But no, what was I saying? Yeah, it became a spiral, a downward spiral, very quick. I had it all. I had the best clothes, the best looks. And I look back and think, wow, like I really cared about my appearance and I was putting on such a front. That's where Wild Woody manifested. So does that all make sense now? That even heard some of my story. As I was going through that addiction between January and May 12th, Christmas and May 12th, the crack addiction was getting worse and worse and worse and more frequent. And oh my God, I got a check today and drive us there. But it was getting more and more and more expansive. So eventually I lost the room. And that was because of my own shit. Like, and you know what? It wasn't even the crack addiction. It was a shopping addiction that resurfaced just out of nowhere, right at payday. Like I afterwards was crying, like, what the fuck did I do? I can't pay rent. So I mean, demons were literally swirling around me, beating the shit out of me, throwing stickers on me like I'm a fucking street lamppost. It was brutal. But I let that happen. But God had a purpose. Jesus had a purpose. He didn't just throw me in there and to just see me rot or see me absolutely self-destruct myself to the point where I'm coming up there to get on my knees and say, I'm so sorry for doing all this. No, he knew in that 1 month with Brett, you can survive. You're tough. You're resilient. You came to me. You're always coming to me. I have more for you. And I listened and I'd evolve because I got baptized that last March. Okay, so Jesus and I started a whole journey, and it came to that point. You need to go homeless now. Your path, you need to go homeless. Touched you in the month. I did great. And I knew that. Like I said, I was proud of that. And I was proud to share it with Dad eventually. And I relished, though, to be proud of something for once. When it came to personal matters, like supporting myself and being efficient and, you know, just all kinds of shit. And just taking care of myself. Hold on. Okay, y'all scared me. Why? But doing all that, he had an intention, and his intention, I think, was, to test me out. He knew I will take it so far, even my music. That's what I'm saying with the album and Wild Woody, how that started through that addiction for those months, January, February, March, April, May. So about 6-7 months of a downward spiraling and ongoing crack addiction. I was also recording Comfortably Numb, my first album, and each song worked perfectly on the first take, almost every song. But when it did, I'm listening to the final cut, it would end it, I'd cry, and I'd look up and say, thank you, Jesus. Wow, like you really gave me this tune. I listened, I focused and paid attention, and you believed in my gift to give me that. So there's a reason why I did that. He connected, he coordinated it with my passion for music and the gift he gave me to sing and to dance and everything else. So he let me do it my way, right? Let him, he knows the plan. And I didn't. I always know afterwards, oh, look what you did. This is a big one. He knew. So when I came to the tipping point and I had to go walk out, I was forced to kind of get sober. I had nothing. Can't afford no rock when you live in behind the convenience store, boy. So it just, I knew it was Jesus saying, I was sitting at Tim's so many mornings looking up with my coffee, if I had one, and a smoke, and I just sit there and go, you know what, Jesus, like, I get it. I deserve this. But I know you got a purpose, so I'm turning to you. And I carried a Bible pretty much every day, walking back and forth. And Newcastle is small, real small, let me tell you. So, you circulate a lot, and you just got to be on all the time during the day. So I'd come alive at night. Creatively, I would be an empty plaza, and there I am belting out one of my tunes. Another sleepless night without you, missing your embrace. I need just one more moment to take away this pain. Where are you now? When I need your heart with mine, somebody please give me a hand. Where are you now? Where are you now? Whoa. When I need your love, I cry. I need another chance by your side. So where are you now, baby? I wanna know, where are you now? Yeah! Okay, let's do another one. Oh, whoa, yeah. I see you across the floor, moving my way, itching closer and closer. Won't you stay? Caress me, adore me, hold me close, but honey, hold me the right way. Dance with me for eternity, make love, but honey, hold me the right way. Chemistry in motion, holding me tight, feels so right. Chemistry in motion, music's the stranger of the night. A drink for you and me. Hold up, I think I'll switch to brandy. What you think, baby? You just wait and say. Caress me, adore me, hold me close, but honey, hold me the right way. Dance with me for eternity, make love, but honey, hold me the right way. Chemistry in motion, holding me tight, feels so right. Chemistry in motion. My safety stranger of the night. My safety stranger of the night. Oh, giving me a chill in the spine. It's closer and closer and closer. Woo! Caress me, adore me, hold me close, but honey, hold me the right way. Dance with me for eternity, make love, but honey, hold me the right way. Chemistry in motion. I don't know how it ends. That's Oh, that was fun. Let's do one more. Hello, I'm a train wreck redneck. Hell yeah, we're back. I'm a train wreck. Dun, dun, dun. The day is through, but I ain't tired. Looking to get myself primed and wired. Dressing the part, fixing my face. Can't wait to start. Accents a lace. Walking out the door to take it to the floor. Getting on down, 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 down. It's about time, let loose. Go ahead and shake it, you silly goose. Up and down, sort of shake that fat caboose. Coming through the club like a gaggle of moose. Nothing to lose, I'll be amused. If you so choose, take my hand, forget everything, and let loose. I'm a train wreck, redneck, wild woody woodback. I'm a train wreck, redneck, wild woody woodback. Wild woody woodback, you're lazy.